And we are live. Welcome to Glamma's Closet, guys. Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Glamma's Closet. If you haven't already, today is the day that we spring forward, so we all lose an hour of sleep. Yay, because farmers or something. I don't know. I really kind of wish they'd do away with this thing. It seems outdated to me. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I don't know, whoever it was, Benjamin Franklin or Thomas Jefferson or whoever decided that this was a good idea. I just, it seems a little outdated to me, but be nice. Says the late, great Patrick Swayze from, what was that movie? Roadhouse. So good morning. I got my coffee. Hope you do too. Coffee, tea, whatever you wake up to. Orange juice. Oh, Liv, you poor baby. Oh my God. Yes, that is a cool mug. Well, let's go ahead and start from the top. I do just want to say very much a welcome to my new members, my new channel members. I just opened up a membership for my channel. And so we have the Two Old Guys Vintage and Resell. Thank you so much for joining. Collect with Kelly. Kelly, thank you so much. And Veronica Mitka, Veronica, thank you so much. It is wonderful to have new members, and we'll be talking a little bit about the membership later. I'm not gonna beat a dead horse. I mean, honestly, it's I've got a video out about it if you have a question. But we'll be talking about the membership options in a little bit and just kind of go over those really lightly. Lynn, good morning over in the UK. And in the UK today, guys, it is Mother's Day. So happy Mother's Day, Lynn. I hope you're having a wonderful Mother's Day. Collect with Kelly. Mwah, good morning, my new member. Hello. Kelly, thank you so much for that. And also, good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Yeah, a time loop, right? Yeah. My husband and I sort of had to remember to set all the clocks in the house. And there's one clock that's an old clock that's up here on my wall that it's the only one that's not set. And I was like, oh, maybe it is 8 o'clock. And then I realized, no, it was 9. So I had to think about that one. Good morning, Liv. And 4 hours of sleep. My Lord, have mercy, honey. Girl. I mean, thank you for missing sleep for me, but I'm pretty sure, well, probably not for me, just for in general. But yeah, it's, you're making me sleepy. Hi, honey, we're out shopping. See you later. Yes, I will see you later. If you don't know, I will be on the Two Old Guys Vintage and Resell channel at 3 o'clock Central this afternoon. That's 4 o'clock Eastern, 2 o'clock Mountain, 1 o'clock Pacific. And I will be privileged to be on their show with none other than Patrick Murphy. And I think there's another guy who's like Pee-wee's Resell or something. And he online, he dresses up like Pee Wee Herman. I don't know if he does but I think he actually knew Paul Rubin. So he's going to be on the show as well. I don't know if he'll be dressed as Pee Wee Herman, but it'll be fun to see. And I think it's going to be a fun show. There's going to be a lot of shenanigans, we'll call them. Bootu Production Company. Good morning, Sissy. That was such a hilarious review of the Vanilla Ice movie last night, and it was just the absolute whatever fiery train wreck dumpster fire that movie was. You have at least served up the best parts and with incredible style and humor, of course. So yeah. Ghost is one of the greatest movies of all time. I liked Ghost. I did. I thought Whoopi Goldberg did a good job, and I had a big crush on Patrick Swayze because everybody had a big crush on Patrick Swayze. Pretty sure the racist incels have found my latest video. Must have been my clickbaity thumbnail. Oh God, I can't wait to see the comments. Yeah, it's good for the algorithm. I mean, let them all fight it out in the chat, and you can just kick back and enjoy the algorithm kick. Good morning, Landshark. Good morning. Good morning, not Glenn. Craig, it looks like we're putting you to sleep again. So yeah, there is that. We do that. We do that sometimes. I'm gonna tell them all to homeboy this. You guys, you have to see this video. It's so funny. It's so funny. Patrick and Whoopi had the most amazing chemistry. That's what makes the movie magical for me. Yeah, it was great. It was great. And then the scary things that come out of the ground. And the guy that they picked for the bad guy was like always the bad guy. He was always kind of the weak sister, spiritually or whatever in that sort of era of movie making. And it's really, Aunt Boo, you should do Ghost. You should do a review on Ghost. That would be interesting. So Sunday morning live each week at 10 a.m. here, which y'all already know you're here. And then again, this afternoon, I'll be a guest on Mike and Mark's auction with Patrick Murphy and their special guest, Pee-wee. It's like Pee-wee's reseller, something like that. But I think this is going to be an interesting one. I'm really looking forward to it. I will also be on the Friends auction, Friends Selling Friends, Friends Selling with Friends. I think they renamed it because we don't want to actually sell our friends. I mean, I have some pretty good friends. I don't want to sell them. So that'll be on Tuesday. And then on the 21st of this month, I will be on Ella's auction, Save Here First. And that is about it as far as... I do need to mention too, I was going to go live from the St. Patty's Day parade next Sunday, but as it turns out, as a family, we sort of have decided to, we're still celebrating St. Patty's Day, but we're gonna do more of a sort of a bar hopping into a casino sort of situation. So I won't be at the parade this year. It's crowded and it's darn near impossible to get within like 10 blocks of the parade and find parking and stuff. So there's a lot of walking, which I don't mind the walking, but there's also, you can get into some shenanigans at the parade if you're not careful. So yeah, Liv, you have got to see the Vanilla Ice movie review. It's so funny. It's so funny. I had my granddaughter on Friday, and she is at the point now where she walks, but she walks like really fast, and she's like dunk dunk dunk, and then she falls. So she's walking really fast up to stuff and then falls, and I have to go pick her up when she falls. And then I had a 30-pound thread-up box full of shoes that I had to rescue from the front porch with a baby in one hand. And then I had, right before she got here on Friday morning, I realized that my husband had put, there were so many things from his uncle's house, and there was like this old time clock thing with a glass front on it, and he had put that right in front of the fireplace where the baby could pull it down on her. And I'm like, oh no, we can't do that. And I lifted it, did not realize that this thing was like 50 pounds. And I did not lift from the waist. And long story short, so I've been hobbling around with a ganky lower back all weekend. And I can take like muscle relaxers and stuff like that. But of course, then, I'm out. I'm just out. I mean, I could nap without any of that. So with him, I am just like, it knocks me out. So if you're wondering why I look like I am in pajamas with messy hair, it's because I'm in pajamas with messy hair. Yeah, that's what's going on. But the good news is that I have Miss Sue, who is my friend, coming over on Wednesday. And I may go live for just a little while on Wednesday while we're doing hair and nails. I really have to get this has to get done. This has to get done. So I haven't had my hair cut or colored in months, and it shows, honey. It will show. Eventually, all that silver starts shining through. If you haven't reset your clocks, please spring forward 1 hour. Your automatic clocks, like your computer and your cell phone, usually do that on their own. But for the rest of your clocks, your oven clock or whatever, yeah. I may have told him that he couldn't please the women, so that's why he commented anonymously on my channel. Landshark anonymous. I swear to God. Shenanigans are fun. Shenanigans are evil shenanigans. I love. Yeah, we're shenanigators for sure. So, yeah, we roll like that. That's how we roll. Good morning, gorgeous. Mwah, it's good to see you, Jennifer. Robin, hello. Hello, good morning. How are you this morning? It's always, I always want to say, Robin, bye, but I don't want to say bye, like bye-bye. I want to say like, Robin, bye, hello. So yeah, hello, good morning. Mwah, happy Sunday, Robin. Big hugs, big hugs. And I hope wherever you are, you're enjoying a great Sunday morning. When we spring forward and fall back, I tend to notice that there's like, I tend to have like a strange reaction to it. And especially since I've retired and I don't actually have to get up and sort of, deal with it. But for some reason with the new time situation, excuse me, it always messes me up a little. Like mentally, it always kind of messes with me. And I think it's just readjusting to, because I do take care of Mr. Nichols before and after work. I don't take care of him like take care of him. He's not, he doesn't need me to change his diaper or anything, but but because of that, I have to get up earlier. And he goes to bed earlier, so I tend to go to bed a little earlier, except for last night when I was up half the night. So I just it's a little odd for me, and I was just wondering if any of you notice a difference in your general mood whenever the time changes. Like when we get a time change, do you notice that you also have like a little, like it throws you off mentally? And if it does, for how long? For me, it's usually a few days and then I'm fine. But it does definitely throw off my game. It does definitely mess me up a little bit. While I'm waiting for your responses, I'd like for you to please round up to the nearest whole like and just hit that button, please. And maybe you could subscribe too if you have not subscribed. Also, in reselling news, really the only reselling news that I've got is memberships. I got them now. It does not change at all my weekly lives. It doesn't change the fact that I'll still be popping up with thread up boxes like I did at 3 a.m. It doesn't change my listing challenges, anything like that. The memberships are really just sort of ways for us to get more of a one-on-one sort of situation, more of a if you really like the channel and you want to spend more time, it's a way to do that. So we have 3 levels of memberships at the Glam Baby level, and that is $2.99 a month. You get the loyalty badges, so you'll get like the badge next to your name. Kelly has one, so you'll be able to see. Kelly has the badge next to her name. Good morning, Anne. Hi. Mwah. I hope the art boutique is doing well. So at the Glam Baby level, $2.99, you get the loyalty badges. You'll also get personalized emojis. And I've got 3 weird little emojis, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna figure out the emojis. You'll have specialized emojis. And then we will have members only live chats. So there will be some members only live chats. Typically you're probably looking at just an hour long, just listing together sort of thing. So hopefully that'll give you some motivation to list. The value for the House of Glam, you get everything that you get in the main membership or in the Glam Baby membership. But if you're at the House of Glam level, that's $4.99 a month. You also get member shout outs, exclusive members only videos, and a 20% discount on anything in my Poshmark closet. So you would bundle something in my Poshmark closet, and you can just bundle one item. And you would type in House of Glam, and that would give you a 20% off discount in my Poshmark closet. Once I've checked and made sure that you are in House of Glam. Again, the exclusive members only video, there will be certain members only that'll be House of Glam and Glam Fam. And so those would be reserved for those 2 levels. And then at the top tier Glam Fam, it's $9.99 a month. And you get all the perks from the previous levels. Plus, you get classy. Plus, you get invited to join in. You get a 30-minute spot minimum on the Glammaz Closet Classy Crap Auctions. That will be only for members at that level. So once every quarter, I do a Classy Crap auction. Now I'll be doing 2 a quarter. I'll be doing 1 regular Classy Crap auction, and then 1 for a Glam Fam only. And that will include myself and whoever is at the Glam Fam level. And if I only have like 2 people at the Glam Fam level, you and me are gonna sell, baby. We're gonna sell it together. I also will be including a special VIP pre-brunch live once a month on the first Sunday of the month. And so before I go live, we'll be spending about a half an hour together. It's kind of like I put it as it's kind of like hanging out with your best friends before you go to a big party. So we'll be hanging out and being besties before we go to the brunch. So that is at the Glam Fam level. Veronica, good morning, and thank you so much. I see that badge. She's also a member of the Glammaz Closet membership, and I really appreciate it. Now, again, I'm not putting pressure on you to buy a membership. I don't think that you have to buy that for me to like you. I like everybody. But Veronica was already a Glam Baby, and now she's officially a Glam Baby. She's one of my Glam Babies. And she is at the Glam Baby level. And so she will be included in those members only live chats. She'll be able to have access to the emojis. And of course, she will have loyalty badges as well. So I really appreciate your membership. If you would like to purchase a membership, below the video, there should be a button that you can click that just says join, and then you choose your level of membership. But again, no pressure to do that. I don't believe in I don't believe in selling it that hard. Do it. We have cookies, Callie. Oh my God, that's adorable. Girl math is being each other's channel members and just sending money back and forth through YouTube. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? Jennifer, thank you so much for dropping those links. I appreciate you. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you. I just want to make sure. Nita J, hello. Mwah. Good morning, Nita J. The dream catcher. I love that. I do love that. And there you are. And good morning. If I didn't say it well enough before, honey. Good morning. Good morning. I hope things at the art studio are wonderful. Let's see. There he is. Good morning, Johnny, my love. Good morning, Johnny. It's nice to see you this morning. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Unless I ate them. You know what, Kelly? Unless I ate them too. It's Girl Scout season, honey. And if you don't know, you better ask somebody, because Girl Scout season, whoo, doggy. I mean, they wait for you outside. Guys, they wait for you outside of like the grocery store and outside of Walgreens and stuff like that. But holy mackerel, they got the cookies. And they're just like, here's some fresh cookies and I'm cute. And I'm like, here's my money. Just take it. Just take it and run. They know. They know a sucker when they see one coming. They see me coming. Oh, you watched my unboxing this morning. Thank you so much, Lin. Yeah, it was not the best thread up shoebox I've ever gotten. I've gotten much better shoeboxes in the past, but you know, you rolls the dice and you takes your chances. You get what you get. Driving to do lunch with family for a while, so I'll be mostly quiet. You do you, boo, as Johnny would say. Yeah, you definitely please pay attention to the road and to the traffic and to what's going on around you. Don't worry about old Glamma. I'll be here. You know, I'll be here. Cajun just woke up from a nice long nap. Oh, do we not love a nice long nap? I'm going to be taking one after my live this morning because I need a nap before I go live with the two old guys. They have much more energy than I am prepared for without a nap. Plus, I want to be awake enough to actually enjoy the show. It's such an enjoyable show to sell on. They're really fantastic. Jennifer, again, thank you so much for dropping that link. I truly appreciate it. Yeah, I watched that earlier, more of a Lasai box. It really was. It was like, okay, well, you know, you win some, you lose some. DIY fabric and textile. My channel needs an unboxing vid. Oh, yeah, those are the DIY fabric and textile. If you don't know, if you've never done that, I would check out Veronica's video on that because it's kind of, I think it's kind of shocking sometimes the things that you can find in those boxes. And I'm going to save that for you to watch Veronica's videos on that, but really, really good. Really, really good. And yeah, in the meantime, I've got a box of shoes that I'm not, I'm excited to, there's one pair that I think is really cute. It's a pair of, they look like Chanel ballet flats and I like them. Oh, interesting. Okay, my Anne says my website went live Friday at moment. However, you can't access it with mobile, but that will be taken care of. Go and check it out. You'll learn more about who I am. Wonderful, wonderful. Anne, if you is it a website or is it a YouTube channel? Please let me know. Lin, I only wear flats. Can't walk in heels. Honey, the older that I get, the more I love flats. I'm like, no, I'm getting too chubby to spend all night on stilts and too old. You know, you begin as you get a little bit older to sometimes trade comfort for other things. It's not that I can't wear heels. It's not that I'm not. My mother was very diligent about teaching us to walk in heels. But also, you know, weddings, maybe. Not even funerals anymore, really. I was going to say weddings and funerals, not even funerals, weddings and fundraisers. That's about it. That's where you'll find me in heels. And I always have a pair of flats tucked down in my bag because you gotta. You got it. And once you get under the table, once you get seated at your table, you can always kick your heels off too and just, barefooted a minute. I'm really, really, yeah. I'm really more into comfort now, as you can tell. I just got this like sweatshirt. I picked it up at the Goodwill, not the Goodwill, the Salvation Army, and I really like it. It was just kind of springy and like oversized, and I don't know. I'm gonna like it. Like I said, it's just one of those things, and you can't wear heels at all. Some people too, they develop bunions or plantar fasciitis, or heels are horrible. They're like the worst thing in the world for your foot. Every foot doctor in the world hates high heels, I'm quite sure. So I do get that. I like the height. But also my husband's not the tallest guy in the world. He's just, he's a few inches taller than I am. So I don't really need to, I don't feel the need to be all that tall. So yeah, it's weird. I did want to let you know, I was looking at the news this morning. And it's very strange because I've never subscribed to the New York Times. I just don't subscribe to any newspaper or magazine other than Vogue. And I only do Vogue because I sell clothes. And frankly, I love Vogue. I love clothes. But for some reason, the New York Times, the Washington Post, and there's one other one, they keep sending like news articles to my inbox. I have no idea why. I'm not subscribed. I'm not. I never gave them I guess I gave them my email at one point, but I don't remember in what context. But this did come into my inbox this morning, and I thought it was kind of weird. According to the New York Times, and this is a direct quote, cabbage is the new bacon. So people are starting to, how like in the late 90s, I think it was more like the early 2000s, they all of the big name chefs and all of the fancy restaurants started to do things with bacon that they hadn't done before, because before they had usually just served it with breakfast or on a burger. And all of a sudden they're doing like candied smoked thick bacon and and applewood smoked bacon curls, and like they're doing fancy stuff with bacon, right? Like they're dipping it in chocolate and they're doing all sorts of stuff. Apparently cabbage is the new bacon. So now they're starting to get fancy with cabbage. And here's why I don't like that. I don't like that. I do like cabbage, and I'm good if you like fried cabbage or whatever. They did the same thing with Brussels sprouts, where like they seared them on one side and served them with, like, of course, little bits of bacon. But cabbage was always a good poor person's alternative to to get vitamins, right? And it was always very filling, and you could make a very large meal out of a cabbage based thing. If they drive up the price of cabbage because they're being fancy with it, I am gonna explode. The cost of bacon has already skyrocketed, and I don't know why, but I like to think that it's because people are trying to be fancy with bacon. And now, if you have a bacon-wrapped cabbage roll, I think you can probably go to one of these really upscale restaurants in one of the larger cities and get, like, a bacon and cabbage scramble, and that's probably going to cost you $25. The cost of breathing has skyrocketed. I'm getting emails from some obscure sites, and I'm thinking, oh yeah. I always thought it was about the leg shape, not the height, or am I completely wrong? Yeah, I wore heels in my younger years too. No, Kelly, you're not. I was just very self-conscious about my height. I was always bullied about it, so I never wanted to accentuate it. Yeah, it really I think with heels, it's just sort of one of those things that makes you we've been programmed to to put our best foot forward, so to speak, I guess. And heels, I mean, heels do give the visual effect of elongating the leg and making your legs look slimmer and more muscular. So that's good, I guess. But but for every pretty thing, there's a pound of pain. And they're really horrible for you. They're bad for your back, they're bad for your knees, they're bad for your feet. So yeah, I like everything that's bad for you. I guess I just sort of, I try to take it in small doses, with the exception of coffee, which I drink copiously. Good morning, Deborah. Mwah. I hope everything is great over in Illinois. Probably having the same sunny, cool morning that we're having over here. And I hope you're doing great, honey. Let's talk a little bit about this week in sales. And I will pull up my sales screen. Let men wear the heels. They used to, right, Anne? And frankly, I've seen some men wearing heels, that are absolutely fabulous in them, and they know how to walk, so it's great. Last week, last week we started with we ended with the J. Crew striped button-down boy shirt. And then this one had just been sold while I was live. And when things are sold while I'm live, I usually save them for the following week. Because I don't already have them built into my math, and I do more math than just addition a little bit. So we did sell this Victoria's Secret blue and lace bra, size 38 double D, sold for $16, and my net was $10.78. And then I had this Ralph Lauren deep purple ribbed cardigan, small, medium. I've had this thing in my closet forever. And it sold for $24, and I made $17.18. I also had a Zara cropped ivory cable knit crew neck sweater. That one sold for $14, and I made $11.05. And then the Brahmin Marlowe bucket bag, the one that I got in the collaboration, I had $150 on it. Somebody offered me $100, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to take the money and run. So I sold it for $100. I made $80 on that. I had the Coach Abigail Blue Star rubber flip flop size 9 that I sold for $13, and I netted $10.05 on those. And then another Coach piece, I had a black leather belt, size 35-36. This came in a bundle, I think from Dodo. I bought an accessory bundle for like, I don't know, $18-20. And it was such a great deal. And this is just one of the 7 or 8 pieces that was in that. And that sold for $24, and I made $17.18 because they give a shipping discount too. Levi's 501 button fly jeans. Jeans are still going, 34 by 30. And they had been, they were used. They came in a thread-up box. Those sold for $15, and I made $12. Victoria's Secret lavender sleeveless maxi nightgown. That came in a fun box last year, and it's taken a long while to sell. That sold for $16, and I made $10.78. Anthropologie new with tags black and white crossbody bag. I had 40 on this, and it sold for $25, and I just took the deal because I'm like, I need to generate sales. So it sold for $25. I made $20. And then this broke my heart. I had just pulled these J. Crew pointed toe flats out of my closet and put them in my personal closet because I was in my closet and I tried them on. And I was in my closet and I tried them on, and I was like, ooh, they're glittery and they're cute and they fit. And I loved I love the shape of them. And so I put them in my closet, and I hadn't quite taken them out of my Poshmark closet yet. And we're talking like a 2-day difference. And unfortunately, they sold. Fortunately, I should say, they sold for $15. They came in a thredUP shoebox. They sold for $15, and I made $12. But that was a little bit of a heartbreaker. You ever have something sell and you're like, oh man, I kind of wanted to wear that for a while. So yeah. Collect with Kelly. I already smacked my head on too many things I did not want to add inches on. You can keep your heels. Yeah. That is so true. Oh, yay. Lindsay and Alvin. Hello. Mwah. Hello. Great dumpster diving last night, by the way. The dive was so fun to watch. Deborah's surviving. Good. Good. I hope you are surviving, and I sincerely hope that you thrive. Good morning, Ciro. It's so good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Good morning. And Raquel, you gorgeous thing. Hello. It was good to see you in Lindsay and Alvin's chat last night. Hello, gorgeous. I was trying to say beautiful and gorgeous at the same time. You really did find some nice stuff, some great stuff. I hope, I don't know if you brought home that white bag, but that white handbag was really cute. I thought it was adorable. In all totaled, I had 10 sales this week. We had 2 intimates, 2 sweaters, 2 bags, 2 pairs of shoes, 1 accessories, and 1 jeans. So 10 sales with an average cost of goods. Of course, my average cost of goods is about $3. So that would be a $30 cost of goods. My gross for the week was $262. After Poshmark fees and after shipping discounts and item discounts, my net was $201.02. And if we remove the cost of goods, the $30, that gives me $171.02 as my net from Poshmark. Now, I did also participate in an auction with Horizon Picks on Friday night. And from that auction, I had a $48 total. My cost of goods, I had seven items that I sold. The cost of goods would have been at $3 per, would have been $21. So that nets me about $27 from that auction Friday night. I just had like a little half-hour spot late at night. So if I add that $27 from the auction to the $171.02 from Poshmark, my total net for this week is $198.02, and I'm not mad at that at all. Oh my God. Welcome, 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 welcome. Lindsay and Alvin, new members. Mwah, thank you so much. Thank you for your membership. I appreciate you. I truly appreciate you. Thank you so much. This is awesome. This is awesome. I do have a video that highlights all of the different membership levels and what you receive at that level. I also have Veronica, quit being bossy. I also have yes, I will. I also have different. I made me forget what I was talking about. Oh, okay. I also have. There's a join button below. If you click the join button, it'll show you all the different levels and what those include. Yes, please. I will. Oh, thank you so much. You are my sweet glam babies. Thank you. And I thought I saw it. There we go. Geneva, hi. Good morning. It's good to see you, baby girl. Hello. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. I'm glad you're here. The sassy one. Yeah. I just love it so much. It is a good, especially since I'm not singing on it. Dang. That's true, though. That's true. This is for Lindsay and Alvin. This is for Veronica. This is for Kelly. And this is for 2 old guys. my sister did that one, and she sent me another one too. That is sassier. I just haven't. I don't think I uploaded it yet. I'm gonna have to take a look. Yeah, I haven't uploaded it yet, which is very. It's very. I'm late. I'm tardy to the party. That's me being tardy to the party. So overall, it was a very good week. As far as it wasn't outstanding, but it was par for the course. And last week was abysmal, and I worked really hard. So it's kind of nice to have that back to normal week sort of situation happening. My salty treat for the week has to do with a video that I was watching Thursday night. If you don't follow the two Beardos, I'm sorry, I was watching it Wednesday night. If you don't follow the two Beardos, you really should. You really should follow. It's Backroads Bitter Chuck and Nati Pie. And they have an auction on Wednesday nights, and then on Thursday nights they have the two Beardos live chat, and that's about 2 hours long, and it is completely irreverent. It's funny. It is way off the rails. It's just so much fun. I will pay a stupid amount for a Village Idiot level. Doesn't even have to add anything. I might have to add a Village Idiot level. Oh my God, it's funny. Okay, so here was the situation. So we're watching this auction. Chuck pulls out this cap gun. Right, it's a toy cap gun, and he says it's a toy cap gun, and it's a vintage one, but it's clearly a cap gun. It's clearly not a firearm. It didn't have the orange tab on the end though, so maybe that's what they found. And of course they YouTube came along and bam, immediately stopped their auction mid-auction, and just all of a sudden the screen went blank. And it was really funny because he held it up to like a stuffed animal that he was holding, and he's like, buy this cap gun or the toy gets it or something like that. I don't know, it was funny. But I found it really outrageous at the time because here's why. Because Mommy Lin, I hope you have a wonderful week. I will see you soon as I possibly can. And we love you, and we hope you have a wonderful Mother's Day. Wonderful Mother's Day. And for all of the mothers in the UK, again, happy Mother's Day. I hope you have a wonderful one. So here's my issue with that. So he's auctioning off on a live a toy pistol. Meanwhile, it gets cut off midway, no explanation, no nothing. They just stopped it. They just said they just stopped Nati Pie, and he wasn't allowed to go back on that night. Here's my thing. Okay. I understand if you have an anti-pew-pew policy, I get it. I do. And YouTube has a live stream policy about live streaming restrictions under our, and I'm quoting this directly, under our existing firearms policy, a channel that live streams content displaying someone holding, handling, or transporting a firearm may temporarily or permanently lose their ability to live stream. Okay. So, yeah, it's funny that they shut him down for a fake pistol, but they don't shut down the Beardo show, right? Here's my issue with this. If YouTube were serious about having a firearms policy, then the Gun Owners of America, Demolition Ranch, Kentucky Ballistics, those are just 3 of the hundreds of channels that do completely firearm-based content. No, it's not live, and maybe it's the live part that bothers them. Um, it's not Shein. Uh, Maybe it's the live part that bothers them, but okay. But has anybody heard of the song "Pumped Up Kicks" by, I think it's Free People, something like that? The song "Pumped Up Kicks," which is literally a song about a school shooting. Literally still on the internet. I went on, played it. There were no disclaimers whatsoever. Just started. And bigger channels that bring in the money aren't really punished. Foster the people. That was it. Yeah. Yeah. There are loads of gun. You're right. Lindsay and Alvin. Lots of hunting. Jennifer, you're right. That's my whole point right there. Yes, Lindsay and Alvin hit the nail on the head. What's the difference, live or pre-recorded? A gun is a gun. In my opinion, if you're going to allow if you're going to ban firearms on your content, it's your platform, right? That's your money. Those are your stockholders. It's whatever. If you're going to ban it, then ban it. But why would you just ban it for lives and not ban it for pre-records, not ban it for channels that are literally devoted to gun ownership? I don't know. And I'm not doing this in defense of, firearms. That's a personal decision that I think everybody should make. But it just seems to me very hypocritical to and it wasn't even a person at YouTube who had turned off Nady Pie's channel for this. This was like a bot. They just have like an automatic bot situation. I'm like, good Lord. Yeah, there are double standards on the internet. That's exactly it. And a firearm is a firearm is a firearm. And if you want to take it a step further, okay, not a firearm, but like, do you realize that you can use a bow hunting bow to do the same thing that a firearm would do? And it's perfectly fine. I could put a bow hunting right now on my live and it'd be fine because it's not a firearm. It's not considered one, even though it can take down a bear just as much as a big old gun can. It's just so weird. Robots do not understand nuance. And that is one of the many, many issues with the internet. There's a guy called Black Rambo on YouTube. He has a whole firearms channel with hundreds of different guns. Yes, it's shocking. AI gonna be AI. Yeah, I guess in disbelief, right? Maybe YouTube and Meta and all of them should be as vigilant about hate speech. And they are not. Yes, boo, it is this. It's so random and weird. And let's take this a step further. Okay, if I were a breastfeeding mother, right? I could not go on a live, whip a boob out and feed my child with it. I couldn't do that, even though it's the most natural thing on the planet. Literally every mammal does it. Literally, that's how children get fed. Couldn't do it. I couldn't do it on a live. I couldn't do it on a pre-record. I couldn't whip a tinny out and pop it in a baby's mouth on a pre-record. You're not allowed to see my nipple, even if I'm feeding a child. That's assuming I'm 30 years younger, which I'm not. But even if I'm feeding a child, but they've got, they've got Gun Owners of America have a site where you can learn how to, how to load a firearm and kill people. And don't get me wrong, I'm not anti-firearm. I'm literally looking around my bar and I have more than one. And that's just in the bar. I'm just saying, why does P. Murph always show up whenever boobies are present? It's technically not, but nobody is properly monitoring it because of free speech. It just, yeah, it's just, oh yeah, hate speech is allowed. Hate speech is allowed. They say that they're cutting down on those, but I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, breastfeeding is a natural thing. It is ridiculous. It's not allowed when so much other stupid stuff is completely allowed. I just think that they're cherry picking stuff that they don't need to be cherry picking. So it just made me a little salty this week because I'm like, there are so many messages out there in YouTube land, and you're worried about somebody auctioning off a toy cap gun that was vintage. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the answer, but I do know that if you're going to have the policy, maybe you should make the policy apply to everybody or nobody. That's just how I feel. So again, that was their, I did read their policy. They may temporarily or permanently lose their ability to do a live stream. I just don't know. I think, again, if you're going to, if you have 2 kids shooting fireworks at your house, you can't just, take one brother and put him in the corner and put him in timeout and then let the other kid keep going. I just don't feel, it just doesn't feel fair. I mean, the channel is back up. Yes, the channel is back up, and they let Nady Pie know. They're like, look, this was done because of this, and we made a mistake. But yeah, I don't like that. Exactly, Jennifer. No playing favorites. That's just, either you do or you don't. Either you do or you don't. I don't know. Maybe I am missing a message of subtlety. I don't know. Yeah. So if I whip up a fake X for Halloween live stream on YouTube, will we get shut down because it could possibly be used as a weapon? I don't know. Try a tire iron first and see how that goes. But yeah, it's kind of, it's they're specific to firearms so far, but how far does free speech goes? Yeah, he's actually sold machetes live. That's the weird thing. A real machete he sold live, and that was fine. But one toy cap gun later, I don't understand it, guys. I don't understand it. And again, I'm not coming out, pro firearm, anti firearm. I'm not doing any of that. I have my own personal belief system around that, and everybody does, and I respect that. I don't try to change people's minds about stuff like that because it's not my job and I don't care. So yeah, it's weird. Yeah, so the machete is fine. Yep, the machete was just fine. And then, those are real machetes, real swords. Like literally real swords with real sword things that they go into. What do they call those things? Scabbards? It's just ridiculous. It's that the standards are sometimes, and I understand when you're in a corporate position, it's kind of hard to find that fine line. But it just seems weird to me. I'm just weirded out by it all, honestly. I just think that it's not fair to everybody. Okay, so my sweets for the sweetest. I did want to say AI has no flaws. Right. It's so real. Yeah, you should read some of my, I watch these. It's not exactly anime, but they're like text stories, and they'll have subtitles in English. Most of them are from Japan. I think some of them are actually from the Middle East. They're from all over the world. They're like these little text stories that are like, my husband cheated with my neighbor, so I gave him this revenge and that sort of thing. And it's just, it's pap. is what it is. It's just, it's just storytelling at sometimes at its worst. But I watch it, and the AI bots, you can tell when somebody has an English interpreter that's a person versus someone who has an English interpreter that's an AI bot, because the AI bot gets it wrong like 50% of the time. And it's really funny how some things are worded. Really funny. There was breaking news about it last week. I'll have to take a look at that. I'm always careful not to do that on a live. When Patrick Murphy sends you a link, don't go to it on a live. Don't do that. You never know what you're going to get. And he sends me the most interesting links. He sends us the most interesting links, but be careful. Does this mean if I do a YouTube video that I can't flex hard enough and take them all to the gun show? You'll have to take it down a notch, sugar. I mean, you just can't take them to the gun show. Well, you can't do it live anyway. I think you can pre-record it and take them to any gun show you want. It's weird. It's weird. There's YouTube being weird. And I'm on YouTube, and I'm on YouTube for free, so I'm not complaining about that part of it. But I just find the policies a little uneven. My sweets to the sweetest. Happy birthday to Veronica, which I know it was a week ago, but I didn't get to say happy birthday live, I don't think, last Sunday. So you're earning your village idiot title. Honey, I'm earning your village idiot title too, trust me. I'm a little disconnected this morning. So happy birthday, Veronica. I hope your birthday was truly, truly amazing. We had fun on your live. Also, happy birthday to the best thing that I've ever done. And that person knows who they are. And I love you very much. I love you more than anything I've ever done. And it was the best day of my life when you were born. Also, welcome back, Chuck and Nate. They were gone. They were gone Wednesday night, came back on Thursday. So welcome back, Chuck and Nate. It's good to see you back. I do want to say a thank you to Horizon Picks for having me on your channel and on your auction Friday night. I appreciate that. It was very kind of you to include me, and I had a nice time doing it. Let's just keep going through March. Yeah. Thank you to my buyers, including Big Brother Auctions. Thank you, Big Brother. Jocelyn, thank you, Jocelyn. I appreciate it. And Tina with American Honey, I really appreciate your purchases. And thank you very, very much for your business. You'll be invoiced later on today. And then a final note, thank you. Happy birthday, Glammaz child. That's pretty much it. Yeah, he does not want his information out there, and I have to respect that. So yeah, that's about as much as anybody gets. And finally, a very happy Mother's Day. In the UK, it is Mother's Day. And so a very, very happy Mother's Day to all of the moms from the UK, including Mommy Lin and to Lindsay. Happy Mother's Day. And I'm trying to think too. I'm drawing a blank off of the top of my head, which is not good. But but I am trying to think of the moms from the UK. So just to every mother in the UK, happy Mother's Day. You certainly have earned it. Motherhood is a tough road to hoe, and only the strong survive. So congratulations. Congratulations. You're the strong ones. You're the strong ones. You're the ones holding it down and holding it together. So much love. Yeah, much love about that. So again, for all of my new members, thank you so much for joining my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate it. To Lindsay and Alvin, to Kelly, to Veronica, to Two Old Guys Vintage, I truly appreciate your memberships. Thank you so much. And we'll have some members only content coming up. Oh, and belated International Women's Day. Don't celebrate too much, though. We got work to do. There's a lot of work to do. Honey, a woman's work is never done. Never, ever done. Never done. Just when you think you're done, you feed them, you raise them, you send them off. And then, and then they have kids of their own, and it starts all over again. So no, I love my kids. It has to be a labor of love. You wouldn't do motherhood for money, that's for sure. It's because you're like L'Oreal Glamz, you're worth it. You are. I know you are, but what am I? You are worth it. And thank you guys. Wow. That it's really a privilege to be a part of your lives. And it is a privilege to have your time on a Sunday morning when you could be doing other things. So I really, really appreciate that. Just know that I will see you guys. If you want to stop by the Two Old Guys Vintage, Patrick and I will both be on, and that is a very dangerous, combustible, funny, hilarious combo, and I can't wait for it. So I'm going to go take a little pre-party nap, a little disco nap, we call it, and then get my act together, and I'll see you guys on the Two Old Guys Vintage. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you on the Two Old Guys Vintage on Tuesday. And if I don't see you there, I'll see you next Sunday for St. Patty's Day. Oh boy, it's bigger than Halloween in my house, and that's a pretty big thing. This is like Irish Christmas. Well, Irish American Christmas. So yeah, that's today. And I just want to say thank you so much for all of your support. And each and every one of you, I hope you're out there and beyond a shadow of a doubt, never ever forget, Glamma loves you. You have a great week.